Following the Supreme Court overturning the verdict in the Fimi-Media graft case involving former Prime Minister Ivo Sanader and a number of others, including his former political party, the HDZ, citing procedural errors, the Sanader defense team has announced that it would take about a day or two for the gathering of the 12.4 million kuna set bail in order for Sanader to be released from custody. Following the Supreme Court ruling in the Fimi-Media case, Transparency International Croatia said in a statement it believed that the judicial system must do everything it can so that the real fight against corruption in Croatia is not compromised. It further stated that Supreme Court decision shows how an ineffective judicial system represents a serious problem for the genuine fight against corruption. Speaking during his official visit to London last night, Prime Minister Zoran Milanovic said that the arbitration agreement on the border dispute with Slovenia was no longer, and such views by Croatia have been given support by the United Kingdom and the United States. Milanovic's comments were directed towards the European Commission, which sent a letter to both the Croatian and the Slovene governments, calling on them to find a solution to their border dispute through the arbitration process. Croatia exited the process after the Slovene side had compromised it. However, the Slovene Prime Minister Miro Cerar has sided with the views of the European Commission. Some 97,000 refugees have passed through Croatia since the start of the refugee crisis more than 2 weeks ago. It is expected that the 100,000 mark will be reached this evening. After 2 days of a relative lull in the arrivals, there's been an increase in the numbers this morning, with some 20 busloads arriving in Croatia via Bapska. Some 2,000 people are said to be at the temporary refugee camp in Opatovac at this time. Once they're registered, they'll be on their way to Hungary. And on a different note, Croatia has showcased its tourism offer in a spectacular manner in London on the River Thames yesterday with the promotion of its new tourism slogan, Croatia Full of Life. The effort, including the building of an artificial river island depicting Croatia's cultural heritage and its landscape with guided tours offered to visitors, was showcased in London. In sports, in the ABA Basketball League, Zadar beat Cibona last night 62-53. The Cedevita team is to play its first ABA League game this season against Igokea in Zagreb this evening. And the weather. Changeably cloudy in the northern parts of the central Adriatic as well as at high elevations this afternoon. There may be a few drops of rain in places with more wetness expected towards the end of the day with possible thunder. Dry and partly sunny elsewhere. Bora and easterly winds along the northern Adriatic gaining force at the foot of Mount Velebit. Southeasterly winds elsewhere. Daily highs of between 15 and 20 degrees inland and up to 25 along the coast. In the coming days, it will become warmer inland but remain changeable with moderate southwesterly winds turning to strong at higher elevations. More wetness expected in the mountainous areas where there will be some morning mist. The Adriatic to see changeable weather with some rain in places. Rain will be more frequent over the weekend, particularly in the northern sections of the coast. Strong southeasterly winds morning side will subside to moderate later in the day.